We're going to see Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, and let's see how this movie turns out.
All right, can you go over there, Seth? You're broken lightsabers.
At this moment in time, they say time is of the essence, but we're running out of time. Sorry, don't have the time, but a stitch in time saves time.
Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about, obviously, it's Star Wars Part 9, Rise of Skywalker. Well, first of all, I just want to say that the movie I just saw was, it was a much better movie, especially the Last Jedi. Um, uh, and it felt like a war movie, apparently. So the the thing with this one was that it was more of a emotional. Um, it was a clone of Jedi, Return of the Jedi, and it felt like a war movie. And at the same time, it was a children's movie. Um, or in other words, a remake of Return of the Jedi version 2.0. A lot has been happening in the scenes of the movie at any given moment. So because they made a fumble of The Last Jedi, J.J. Abrams had to redo the whole movie for the first 45 minutes just to set the basic theme and tone. And it was unconnected to Last of the Jedi because it was such a hopeless movie for that part. So he had to redo the whole story. So there were a lot of missing dots that were not connected in any way. Since the Last Jedi didn't set up any timeline storytelling to Rise of the Skywalker, it took 45 minutes of the first half of the movie of the Rise of Skywalker to set up the new storyline, basically. So, you're watching for first 45 minutes, totally unconnected with Last Jedi, and you're just trying to set in the theme. Where did, you know, Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams, did their storylines, basically. But still, I think he did a pretty good job in comparison to the last movie, J.J. Abrams. In comparison to The Force Awakens, to Last Jedi, and to Rise of Skywalker, there was no roadmap of storyline as in all previous trilogies. So there is the same thing. This movie storyline is a mess, which the plots and the past relatable facts are all over the movie. There is a scene in the movie where a character walks up to a character and hands over an item because someone from the internet discussion forums raised that opinion poll on The Last Jedi, and Rian Johnson added that clip, which is a cheap tactic. So basically, in the movie, there's like Kylo Ren and Rey are, communicating by Jedi powers, and all of a sudden they pass a lightsaber or object within their communication. So this clip was taken from the forum discussions of Star Wars community. This is not as satisfying as loyal original fan of Star Wars. So there's a fan base or fan service that is not being kept up to bar with the original fans of Star Wars since 42 years ago. This movie is checking internet opinion polls from the audience reaction to last movie and correcting itself, which is embarrassing, to put it bluntly. People who reviewed this movie are saying if you love The Last Jedi, then you're going to hate this movie totally. And if you hated The Last Jedi, you're going to love this movie. And that's exactly true. I'm one of those people who really didn't like The Last Jedi, and I love this movie. It's like, well, I don't love it, but I really like it. It's like it did all its previous mistakes. It passed them. It's a good movie. It's a good war movie. And it had a lot of originality in it, connecting the real heroes like Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Lando Calrissian. So it made up for its mistakes. As far as the fan service is concerned, there is 42 years of fans coming back to see the movie. So naturally, you have to give something back to original storyline saga to these fan service audience. The question, in conclusion, the question is, you have to ask yourself, are you going to watch the movie and go to the cinema? I know I will probably go a second time if I find the time, because that's what a Star Wars movie feels like. You watch one and then you want to see it again. Um, and basically, you have to convince yourself after what they did. And in Last Jedi, it's just like, this movie really is a good movie overall. And it's right there in the top movies of Star Wars. And well, hope you liked today's video. Click the hands icon for liking the video. Click the red button to see more of these videos, and see you from next video.